I wanted to give a special thank you to Timothy Lewis for lending me his jacket today. DNA has a certain quality. I definitely don't represent that same quality, but I do my best up here. What I was hoping to do today, guys, is just give you a 5-minute overview on DNA, who we are, what we do, introduce you to a couple of our projects, and just explain a little bit about our thesis behind investments, how it changed from when we started in the space, what we see going forward in 2018. So real quick, back in 2012, Brock Pierce and I decided to start mining Bitcoins. It was a it was a hobby, really, just something to try. By 2013, after our mining equipment became obsolete, we gave up on that and decided we're going to try our hand at using Bitcoins to invest in other businesses. We launched crazy ideas like Bitcoin ATM networks. Turns out to be really difficult when banks won't bank you to run a Bitcoin ATM network. Eventually, we went out and helped launch really what was called the world's first ICO, which was Mastercoin, was on the board of directors of the Mastercoin Foundation, helped them raise their first $1 million back in 2013. That was 5,000 Bitcoin. So if you remember those days, it was an interesting process. So I think to kind of talk about what Rod was speaking earlier on regarding investing in the space. Where the space has come from, the discussions about 3 guys in a white paper, raising millions of dollars. We've all seen that. We're just like everyone else. I'm sure most of you, being in this space, has already invested in early stage, let's call them projects. What we've seen over the last several years, and the way that we're kind of changing our thesis at DNA, as well as at Wavemaker Genesis, which is the fund that does a lot of our first round and second round investing, is we've changed our model from looking at what we think of as concepts to looking at what the markets out here call reverse ICOs, what we've gone to call corporate ICOs. The basic idea being this: since 2013, there's been thousands and thousands of decentralized applications getting built. Each and every one of those applications has been an abject, absolute failure. By every possible statistical measurement that a venture capitalist could make, every single application has failed. Whether you talk about monthly active users, churn rates, lifetime values, forget about the idea of profits, forget about all that. We're talking about decentralized applications. At least you could think, in the early internet days, we used to look at eyeballs as an indicator of something catching success or not. We haven't found one that's ever worked. So as 2017 and the great hype cycle that occurred, as that came out into 2018, and we saw what has certainly been a prolonged bear market. The market's dropped as much as 75%. We've all seen that. What we've decided to do at DNA and at Wavemaker Genesis is to look at projects that have proven teams, actual businesses behind them. So rather than trying to find the next one in a lightning in a bottle, or this 1 in a million chance, what we're doing now at DNA is we're reviewing the way a business model is structured and how they can make a decentralized application to work within that model. there are moments in time when a business could be getting completely destroyed by a decentralized platform or a decentralized protocol. The closest example I can use in a real world is Blockbuster Video and seeing Netflix. A pretty obvious one that came to pass. So looking at today's model going forward, when DNA gets involved in a project, we still believe that there's room for some protocols, probably at a lower valuation, probably with a much smaller capital raise than what we've seen over the last year or two. But aside from those protocols, what we're really interested in, we're really looking for, are great companies coming up with interesting ways of incorporating decentralized applications or decentralized use cases from within. So what you'll see, and again, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick overview. And what you'll see coming up is a couple of our portfolio companies that we've invited to come out here. We've been on about a 3-week Asia tour, starting in Seoul. I can't even really remember all the cities that we've been over the last couple of weeks, so bear with me. But I want to thank you guys for being here. That's a quick high-level overview of what DNA and WaveMaker Genesis are doing, and have a great day.